Welcome back. I'm Indy RPM.
And I'm the Curio Hunter.
And this is Unbox the Universe, where we unbox trading cards so you don't need to. Today we've got an extra special episode. Go, Joe!
That's right. It is our 4th of July episode. And I can't say, I'm just happy to be back at our regularly scheduled time. We've been battling some illness and scheduling conflicts, but we're back tonight. We're glad to be here. And so hopefully you will get a kick out of what we have to show you. So what we've got for you tonight is a 1991 Impel card set. There are 36 packs in this box, and there are 12 cards per pack. And beyond that, I don't know much. I'm not sure if there's any
big hits.
Right, hit cards. I'm not sure if there's any parallels. It might, because you get, anymore, you don't get 12 cards in a pack.
Yeah, that's a lot of cards.
Nowadays, it's like, maybe 2. I mean, sometimes you get down to 2, up to like 6 or so. But it just kind of depends.
Yeah.
But this is one of the older ones, so you get a lot of cards, which kind of makes me think that maybe there's not so many of the fancy ones. However, I suspect that we will get hit with nostalgia once we start opening these things.
Okay.
Because we're gonna remember the G.I. Joe characters and everything. I do want to take just a quick moment to do a sound check on our live feed. So
Testing 1, 2. Hello, fans.
All right.
That looks promising.
It sounds promising anyway. So
okay.
Let's get on to it. So for those of you that are watching, I guess we'll start off by asking, what's your favorite character from G.I. Joe? This was on when I was pretty young, but it's one of those things. I think it's like the stereotypical boys cartoon, right? And stuff. So, can I have the scissors, please?
You may have the scissors.
Oh, I'm getting a little grammar lesson as well. Always go with the scissors. Do you want to kick things off?
Yeah.
All right.
Get my pack open here. These a little different material than what I've been used to.
So I don't know how to describe it, but it's not the foil. This is more of a plastic.
Yeah, it is a
almost
plastic.
like a latex or rubber type plastic or something.
And these were sort of, that was really tight on those cards. All right, I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's go.
All right.
Up first, I have G.I. Joe official Battle Gear Desert Scorpion.
And I've got Deep Six.
Cool beans. I've got G.I. Joe Special Missions. I believe that's a comic book cover there.
And we're probably going to go a little fast because we've got 72 cards to show you.
Between us?
Right.
Okay.
I got Zap.
Before I get too far, just so we get a look at it, there is quite a bit of information there on the back of these cards. Showdown.
Gotcha.
I would actually say that the backside is more interesting than the single shot picture. Like, I almost look at that as like back and that as front, because that's where all your information and stuff is. I mean,
well, I mean, so what you're saying, brings us back to the discussion we had at the DC annual, and stuff, where it has the stats and stuff, and so it's almost more interesting to. Now, granted, these don't have the stats; they tell a little bit of information about the particular character and stuff, but this one has special missions, I'm wondering. So, anyway, my next one is, well, a G.I. Joe special mission.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a cover. That's I want to say it was Marvel.
Okay.
I have a Paralyzer. I believe this was a ship. Let me look here. Double-barreled, high-intensity, multi-burst laser cannon. Did you have any G.I. Joe toys?
I'm sure I did. I've got Law here.
Law.
I'm sure I did. Also right up there with the Lincoln Logs and the Tinker Toys and things.
I have Dreadnought. I'm going to show the back. Zartan. Famous Battles number 165.
I got General Flag. Honor Roll.
Does it say what is it Rick Flag? Lawrence Flag. Interesting. I have the Snowcat. And just so everyone can see what's on the back. Or your specs.
Maybe I should be showing off a little bit of the back.
Well, I feel like there's a whole lot more appealing information on the back. Not that it's easier to read. I have a Televiper, which is just a roll within the Cobra, which is why it says various on the name. It could be any one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a sniper or something like that.
Okay.
Yep.
I have Range Viper.
Oh, hey, here we go. Another Cobra. The Night Vulture. A lot of, I tell you what, I'm going to go back through and read some of these cards because they're actually really interesting.
Special Missions.
Special Missions. Oh! So I didn't realize it up front when I was looking at the cover there, but that's Snake Eyes! And we knew that by flipping it over. Probably, between him and Duke, my two favorite G.I. Joes. Hawk, I guess, would be another one.
BAT-2.
Sneak Peek, On a Roll. Card number 195, there's a backside. It's got a Medal of Valor there, it looks like, and there's your front card.
Alright, I've got, it looks like a cover. Cut.
Yep.
Famous Battle.
Here he is, the man, Mr. Hawk, Commander-in-Chief of the Joes. I think he was played by Dennis Quaid in the movie. Or at least the first one. I don't know that he showed up in the second one.
HISS.
Yes. Cobra. Oh, here's a big one. Can't tell from the cover, but if you look real close, it's the Baroness. She's like the main female. She was, it shows Joe there, but she was a villain. Let me look here, does it say? No. Cool card though.
Dr. Mindbender. Well, and that's the thing, you know. So, like for this box,
Yeah.
there's a lot of packs and
yeah.
a lot of cards, and you really get, you know, a decent bang for your buck.
Oh
as
yeah,
far as,
yeah. And for 1991, I mean, it's a lot of nostalgia for your money here. Next for me, I have another honor roll card. It's Avalanche. Just so you can see the back there real quick. That's what we got.
Got to get into my second pack here. And
Me as well.
like you said, they're actually a little tight.
This one
in there.
feels a little better than the last one.
Well, my first one came out easily, and now this one's got.
Yeah.
I've got one or two that's trying to come through the sides. The corners are sharp enough; they're ripping through the plastic.
I wonder if we would write here to this address if we could still get this free G.I. Joe trading card checklist. Yes.
100 likes and Indy will try,
I'll try it. Yeah.
All right, Rapid Fire Motorcycle, RAM. Indy's still fighting with that pack over there.
Yeah, man, I know it sounds funny to say it, but they're snug.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Okay, we got Lightfoot. Man, I'm just fascinated with the back of these cards.
Good deal.
Good thing these episodes aren't 4 hours long. I'd read every one of them.
Yeah, well, Cobra Commander.
That's a big
Fifth
one.
Avenue.
Yeah. Big Bad.
Yep.
Him and Destro, I think is his name, Tripwire. It's like his second in command. And that's a different... So Tripwire is a member of... I guess it is Joe. I thought he was a different organization.
Alright, I got Honor Roll, Crankcase. So we were trying to come up with what we wanted to do for the 4th of July episode.
Well, what's more American than a real
that's
American hero?
That's exactly what we were thinking, you know. I mean, because, like, it'd be easy to go, and I don't want to say easy, but, like, Captain America comes to mind and a lot of those things and stuff. But, you know, with what we do, a little bit of nostalgia thrown in there, G.I. Joe just seemed like the perfect fit.
And if you notice, we're wearing red, white, and blue today.
Mm-hmm.
Nice blue shirt here.
You got major blood there.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Major Blood is a supersonic fighter. Boom.
And I have Deep Six.
Scoop.
Well, I'm always on the lookout for card packs that that's going to excite Indy, because you know a lot of the cards I'm a fan of.
Yeah.
But Indy's a little harder because he's more of a comic book kind of person than a card collector.
You know, I was thinking about that. I think I'm more of a nostalgia. Like comic books I know a lot about, but it's like
well, you know, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because some of the things that we've had.
Because I'm really old.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Almost 45.
I mean, he's got me beat, but
Brawler. Man, yeah, I'm totally going back to read these.
Lamprey.
Ooh. Globulus.
See, the thing is, for Indy, this is almost a personal challenge to see if he remembers every character before too much information is revealed. So the ones that he doesn't know, right now he's making a list in his head. He's going to go back and he will know them.
Well, I don't remember this guy at all. Globulus, I think is, and I may not be pronouncing that right. Appears to be a honor roll Cobra Kai. I just don't remember him. No name, classified, birthplace, Cobra operative. And he's got, I guess that's the equivalent of a Purple Heart in the Cobra. I don't know.
They're rewarding their people appropriately. I got a special missions here.
Well, at least they're doing something right. Honoring their soldiers.
Lady J.
This one looks pretty toxic. This is clean sweep. Oh, it's a character. He's an eco warrior. Excuse me.
Well, I remember the cartoons from when I was a youngster, General Hawk, and then that set me up for the more modern movies that have come out to really enjoy those. Because like I remember just enough of the characters to have an idea of what was going on and everything, but then like they reintroduced like new ones and new stories. So I mean, for me, I was probably their target audience, right? Just sort of a continuation of the fandom there. But
we've seen this one already. That was actually the first card in my first pack. So Desert Scorpion there. That's a repeat.
Honor Roll Raptor.
Actually, the next few ones appear to be repeats. Special missions again. And on the back we got Strato Viper. Actually, curious now. Yep, same guy. They're in order. That's interesting. Well, I always get a kick out of when there's been a couple times
patterns.
Where we've had packs where they surprisingly, I mean, you open enough packs as we do, you eventually come across it. But there's been times where we both random packs, opened it, and card for card they were the same. And then what's even more fascinating is when there's one card that isn't, and then I'm like, well, what happened there?
Right. Well, you know, and the thing is, like when you're only opening a couple of packs, you know, like duplicates are somewhat of a bummer. Like, so imagine you're a kid in 91, 92, you know, and you can only get 2 or 3 packs at a time, and 2 of your packs are duplicates. I
Now,
mean,
see, I always looked at it differently.
like, well, if you're into trading though,
So
like you've got perfect trading.
I've already
fodder.
got this one. Now I've got something that I can guarantee that I can maybe trade with a buddy. Where I get worried was when it was a real common card, and I'd be like, "Well, I'm never getting rid of this," and I have 12 of them already. You know, I think we've seen this one as well. It's the Paralyzer. Cobra. I think that was built to sell toys.
Hit and run.
Seen this one before.
Well, you know, and I think at least nowadays,
Zartan.
that's sort of the formula. You know, you start something out, and you see if it's going to be a breakout hit or not. And then once you do, like, immediately there becomes, like, the toy tie-ins, the spin-offs.
Well, you know what's interesting? We'd sort of talked about this. Not that it's G.I. Joe, but Ninja Turtles. They actually started the toy line first. Realized to sell toys, they needed something to go with it.
Okay.
And so they come up with a cartoon to sell toys. He-Man was the same way. When it came out with little Marvel comic books, and then they ended up selling the rights for a TV show. And what's ironic is if you bought an He-Man action figure, and I want to say the same thing was with G.I. Joe at the same time. Marvel was writing comic books for them, and then they got cartoons. And both of them, the comics lore and the TV lore does not match up. There was no communication.
Because different writers, right? Different
100%.
and everything.
And He-Man and G.I. Joe were both the two that they had contracts with Marvel, and they would sort of come up with a backstory based off character designs or whatever, and then when the cartoon writers would come out, they'd script it however they wanted.
That's interesting.
Yep. And then last for me, Mr. Snowcat. We've seen that one already. Okay.
Lost the scissors.
Yeah, I got them. I apologize. I always try to preserve these packs. I like trying to open them clean, but these,
it's a different.
Yeah.
You gotta. Well, that and we're on a different set of scissors as well here. Back into the studio.
Don't be put down Mrs. Indy RPM's
new
kitchen scissors. She only has 30 pairs.
We need those good, like, cloth cutting scissors. The ones that have never seen tape and things.
Never seen anything.
Like that's, we're probably going to get in trouble. So, anyway, I got payload.
Okay. Get these out. Okay. I got breaker. Auto roll card.
Dusty.
So they sort of abbreviated this one. It's called MOBAT. I'd never heard the abbreviation, but Motorized Battle, MOBAT, tank. But that's a Joe vehicle. I don't think I had this, but I think my cousins did, and I remember having that. I remember it saying MOBAT, not understanding what that meant.
Oh, well, there you go.
Viper. I'll one-up you.
All right.
With an Astro Viper. Boom.
There you go. Yep.
What's that one say? Battle gear. So that's his outfit, I guess.
Snake eyes.
Oh, there it is. That's the hit. Oh. I got a good one here. So when we were talking about the second movie came out, or the third movie came out, the characters changed, or maybe it was the second movie. Roadblock was introduced, and he was played by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And there's his card. He was like a B-tier character. I don't know why they introduced him.
Special missions.
Tracker. Well, I gotta admit, since we changed up them lights, those cards really look good.
Now we're hoping it's as clear to you all as it is to us on the monitor screen here. Attack Cruiser. And the other thing is we hope we're giving you enough time to actually see the card.
Yeah.
If if not, just let us know in the chat or comments, and
Yep.
we'll adjust our style a little
Another
bit.
cover here. And on the back, we got Ripcord. I think he was played by Marlon Wayans.
Another Dr. Mindbender.
This is the Cobra Hydrofoil Moray. Boy, that thing looks real familiar too. I'm not so sure. I don't think I had it, but my cousins were big into G.I. Joe. I think they probably did. I remember a red ship.
Toxo Viper 2.
Oh, yeah. Firefly. I believe he showed up in the second movie as well.
Pathfinder.
Heavy Duty.
Alright, got a Special Missions. Slipstream.
I have a Special Missions as well. And it is Toxo Viper. Snowblind.
Desert Scorpion.
Heavy Artillery Laser, or HAL.
For my last card, I've got,
Oh,
looks to be a cover. Storm Shadow. Villain's Battle.
and my last card is checklist number 2.
Well, you were asking for a checklist.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So now
Didn't even have to write for it.
There you go. And so that shows that there's
At least 200 cards.
Yeah. That's a big set. But then again,
12 packs. We opened 72 right there, and we did have quite a few doubles, I guess. Anything really speak to you?
I mean, I kind of like, was it the Baroness?
Oh yeah, that would have been a good one.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's from the beginning.
And you had Snake Eyes too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess mine. Of course, he's on the cover art here, but boom, Mr. Hawk. And then you had Snake Eyes and the Baroness, both great cards. You want to go over what we have coming up?
Sure. And I'll say this is tentative because if there's anything that we've learned from the last, 2 weeks or whatever,
Got to be
is that
flexible.
sometimes things come up, but the plan at this point is. Oh, and I want to take a moment to do a quick teaser. We're going to be doing a collaboration here with the Archivist from TradingCardArchives.com because we have his Series 2 Archives at Home box, and so we'll be going through that, and he'll actually be telling us a little bit about the neat things about the different packs that are included. So that should be coming out probably later on this week or something like that. Very soon, anyway.
Yep.
So please be on the lookout for that. When you see that pop up, give it a view and a like. And it should be something neat to look forward to. Because he always has neat stuff. And a lot of times it's stuff that we've never seen before.
Oh, yeah.
And if it wasn't for him, we may never have tried it out.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
and we still got a ton to go through from his first series. So.
And I would maybe add to that, if you're a small YouTuber that happens to do something similar in line with us, whether it's pop culture, preferably trading cards of some form, and you'd like to do a collaboration, hit us up. We have a website, www.unboxtheuniverse.com. You can reach us there. There's a contact form there. We'd be interested, irregardless of the size of your channel, if you've got a following and excuse me, our goals and missions sort of align, we'd like to possibly work with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry.
It's always fun.
Absolutely.
We've actually been sort of actively seeking out a couple of collaborations, so and we learn things as we go.
And build relationships, which we love to do.
Well, and actually, I mean, I'll just say a quick thing that the one for that we got coming up forced us sort of expand the limits of our technology and figure out what we can and can't do.
Yeah.
And so, which only makes the show better.
Yeah.
Going forward. So, without further ado, coming up next week, we've got our Searching for Superman episode.
Woohoo!
In honor of the new movie that's coming out. And actually, so this is a Kaio DC Series 1 box.
Series 2 just came out.
Series 2 just came out. We've got some ordered.
Yep.
So, and we'll try to get an episode up pretty fast after those come in. So, very excited. I love these cards.
Yeah.
They just look nice. So,
yeah. Always flashy.
Excited to show those to you.
Yep.
After that, we have the part 2 of our Kakawau Aura Disney cards. We've got the complete base set and Aura set.
Okay.
We showed you cards 1 through 71, so we've got 72 through 144. Plus, we'll open a couple of packs at the end. So who knows? We might get big hits.
Yeah.
After that, we've got a special guest, Declan Dan, back.
Oh yeah.
Who's our resident Brony, to tell us a little bit more about My Little Pony, and we'll open up some. Well, this might not even be the right box. Actually, Rainbow box number 6. So this might be box number. I don't know. Well, I'll do some research, but it'll be My Little Pony.
Yep.
Nonetheless. So that we know for sure. And then after that, we've got another special guest who hasn't given us what their YouTube name is going to be. But in any case, they will be joining us for the first time for an Assassin's Creed, and this actually has a special place for us because this is how the channel started.
Yeah.
With us, and so we've got another 15th anniversary trading card set to open up, and we're excited for that. Excited to have our friend joining us, and so that is what we've tentatively got scheduled for the next month. So, whew, I think I've talked enough.
Yeah. You know what's interesting about that? Now let's see that box sitting there. And if you weren't so transparent, laying the cards down on top of the box may actually look pretty nice.
All right, I'll wear a different colored shirt next time.
I love your blue shirt. Looks
there
great.
You go. Yep. All right. Well,
nothing else?
I think that's
okay.
it.
Well, I've been Indy RPM.
And I am the Curio Hunter.
And this has been Unbox the Universe, where we unbox trading cards so you don't need to. This week we opened G.I. Joe's official trading cards. Had some great pulls. Yep. We look forward to seeing you later in the week.
Happy 4th of July and happy collecting.
Take care, and we'll see you soon.